I want.
Today's episode have a very special guest, good friend, known him for over a couple years now, Mr. Young Vec.
Someone cooked here. I am on minutes. Keep me on range, I like tennis. I'm with this shit like I'm Dennis.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me, Nima. We know each other for a long time at this point, and it's really great to be on this podcast with you. It's been a minute, but we anytime we get together, anytime we link up, it's always like something fire. So I'm excited for today.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because I remember when you had like 300, 400,000 followers on TikTok.
Mm.
And I had like 800 and I was on a yacht in Miami. And I think it was a live stream. I used to do live streams on TikTok. And I remember you telling me, you're like, yo, man, you're like, I'm gonna come up. You said something like that to me. And then all of a sudden, bro, like within 30 days, you crushed it. You got up to like 1.9 million followers within like that next. You went on a rampage for like.
I was blown. Yeah, I was definitely like. There were times even like I could gain like one time I gained like 100,000 followers in like overnight, pretty much. Like I had like the game figured out, and I was just going viral all the time. So I blew up really fast. It was pretty crazy back then.
Yeah, if we could see man. So what exactly happened with your TikTok bio? What happened? What happened
So
with your TikTok account?
It's been almost a year now. Last April, I think around April 10th, I got banned. I was really in the middle of editing a video. Like I was in the TikTok app editing a video, and then it just popped up my screen and said you are permanently banned. And then like there was no explanation given. Like there was no reason. They didn't say which video caused it. So that was kind of odd to me. I have people that work, like I know some people like at TikTok, and some people told me that it might have been a copyright violation. So but I'm still not like completely sure. But I mean, overall, like I know my content was like people that know me, I do make content that's a bit edgier and a bit that like pushes the envelope. So I feel like it really could have been any video that caused it to happen. But yeah, it's been like a year now, and I do kind of miss TikTok, but I feel like it has been kind of a good opportunity for me because since then I've branched out a lot and tried like different forms of content. Like I've been getting into YouTube a lot, and I feel like that's honestly I've had more fun and been enjoying that more. So I feel like even though it was a bad thing I got banned, like it led to more growth for me overall as a creator. So I kind of appreciate the experience, and because TikTok is a pretty mid platform overall, especially for comedians like me and Nima, where we make like dark jokes. They just don't want us there, and like they've shown that. Like they don't want that kind of comedy. They just want a certain kind of comedy, political beliefs, and it's like you should go where you're wanted, you know. So like now I'm on Twitter, I'm on all these other platforms, and like I haven't had an issue with getting banned ever since. So clearly, I think, and now TikTok is the one getting banned, if anything. So I feel like they're the problem.
Yo, I got a clip I'd like you to see, bro. It's
Okay.
I got a clip I'd like you to see. Let's see what you
a plan B.
think
Them little shits don't need work. Let them nut all in my guts and then I go and pop my perk. Let them nut all in my mouth. I think I got some on my shirt. Kept my $50 and I went and blew it on some yurt. Yeah, word around town saying I'm the hottest in the city. Pussy good as fuck. I guess that's why he turned me to a Twinkie. Threw this pussy on him. Then I went and popped the plan B. So
how many? I feel like
I think it's
okay, I'll talk after. No, this shit is crazy because I feel like there has to be like a factory creating these like hood girls that just come out here rapping about the most disgusting things imaginable. Like I thought that was Sexy Red at first, but I think that's someone different. That must be a new one. Like they just made a new copy or some shit. Like this shit is crazy. Like I feel like there has to be something like conspiracy behind the kind of music that they're out here pushing, especially on the Black community. Like it's sick the shit that they push out here, because like that video itself, you can tell like they have budget behind it. Like they have a floating microphone in the middle of the hood. They got 5 different camera angles in 4K. Like there has to be some fucking government like CIA funding behind this shit. Like they're trying to fuck with us. That's the only explanation. Because like, does anyone else know how?
What
What do you
state
think?
you think that was filmed in?
Atlanta. Yeah,
Oh
that's pure Atlanta energy. No questions about it.
shit, bro.
What do you think of that music when you hear stuff like that?
Man, I'll tell you, man, like the most ratchet, like, you know, I think it's just for me working in New York City nightclubs for so long, even though I'm married now and I got a wife and a daughter uh, in the home, about to have dinner with them after this. But, you know, I still like, if I were in the nightclub, I would like it. But, you know, I saw Bobby Altoff in the
Mhm.
nightclub after, I guess,
Really?
you know, this whole situation. She broke up with her husband or whatever. They broke up. And I saw
Mhm.
her, and I think she's a mother. I think she has, you know, at least 1 or 2 kids. And I saw her
Yeah.
at a nightclub. I don't know if you saw that clip.
Oh yeah, she was like dancing on that chick.
Dancing, right?
Should we pull it up? I can find it maybe.
Yeah. Let's look at it, bro. Let's look
Let me
at it.
find it. Okay, let me see. Um,
Because to me, bro, I was just sort of like, fuck, man, I felt bad for her. You know, like
I
that's not,
know like she should be like a mother, but it's like nowadays like I feel like girls are really confused on what they should be doing with their life.
yeah.
It's like they have kids, but then they like still want to be young. They still want to be free, and it's like like you have to make a choice in life which one you want to be, either a mother or a club like the chick at the clubs.
Yeah, whore.
She doesn't look like she belongs there.
Oh my gosh, bro. Breaks me to see this shit.
Nah, nah. She
You hear the music in the background?
Yeah, I'm looking for the hose. Hey, look no further. They're right there. Yo, okay. Have you heard about the rumors that like Drake smashed? Do you think Drake smashed?
uh, I don't know. But hold on. Let's keep watching it though, man. I
Okay.
wanna.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he wants to keep watching it. He's not done yet.
Oh, it crushes me to see this shit, man.
Nah, she needs to be at like I don't
He's a
even
mother.
know.
He's a mother.
He's a mother, yeah.
Get divorced, reinforced it.
I feel like this is content. This is content though at the end of the day, but it's like I don't know. I feel like you gotta if you're a mother, you don't need to be out here making content like this.
What would you do if your mom was doing that shit after she got divorced with your dad, like a month later, 2 months later?
Nah, yeah. I mean, she never would though. That's the thing. There's a difference between this generation of women and my mother's generation. They've lost like the plot basically.
Facts, bro. Facts,
Mm.
bro. Facts. You know what I mean? Like my mom did that
Big
shit.
difference.
My mom did that shit.
Mm.
When I grew up, I'd be like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, it's that'd be like that'd be some PTSD, maybe. You know, if some my friend
Yeah.
was showing it off, you know.
You, but that's the reality. A lot of these kids are growing up and like their moms are out hoeing, like, and they wonder why now men are being raised and they have no respect for women and they view them as objects. It's because like their mom is on OnlyFans, like that's all they grew up knowing. Like their example for a woman was a whore, pretty much. And it's like that's why shit's so fucked up, bro. It's like everyone's losing their morals and their discipline and I really don't know even know like where we're supposed to go from here. Can you imagine this generation like in 10, 20, 30 years? Like we have all these women that are making OnlyFans, like they're gonna become mothers and the sons that are gonna be made by these women are it's gonna be a disaster.
Bro, I was looking at micro penis, Nick Fuentes, and uh,
Hmm.
and Sneeko talk about like marriage and stuff like that, and I'm just there sort of thinking to myself like, bro, like they're just pushing like such hatred towards women, you know? Like at least you and I, we're doing it like with comedy, like they're
Hmm.
actually really about it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
they genuinely hate them.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's
Mm.
like fucking like, or it comes off like it's some pretty hard hate. Like I don't actually, I might make a joke about a woman behaving like a whore, but I'm not gonna say a woman shouldn't vote like Nick. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He'll just straight up. But you know, that's to each their own, I guess, man. You know.
Yeah. Where does this beef with like oh yeah, where did your beef with Sneeko come from? Because I know you guys used to be friends. You guys used to be homies and shit. So like can you explain to me like what happened there?
Man, I just think, it's interesting because in Germany, I'm a person of color, and my father-in-law reminded me of that the other day. He's like, "You're a person of
Uh-huh.
color here," and I was like,
Yeah.
and he's like, "And you're Jewish." So like, if the cop pulls me over, it's not
Mhm.
like the
It's
perfect
different.
scenario, yeah, because there's not that many darkies here like there is in the United States. And you've been to Germany, right? What was
Yeah.
your
Yeah. I was there in November.
yeah, what'd you
Really
think?
nice.
Yeah.
It's a really good society culture. I feel like they have everything in order. Everything's on time. They're really like important about like their timing and shit. Like the buses, like they'll be there on the dot. Um, it's organized. It's good. Great infrastructure. It was overall, yeah, it was really pleasant experience. It was snowing really bad there, so I was freezing my ass off. But I mean, other than that, I had a good time. And like you could tell it's a really like old culture. Like they got like um, they got some nice buildings, architecture, stuff like that. For that's been around for a long time. Like it's sturdy, it's good stuff. Like you can tell, like they like know what they're doing when they build shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Well, you know
you
what?
know,
Yeah. No, no, I hear you, man. So yeah, it's I just sort of feel like Sneeko and Myron, man, are like going towards the road of hate, and
mm,
I ain't with that, man. And I think that was the main place that we separated. You know.
okay. So like you feel like the difference is that like you'll like joke about like kind of being hateful, but like you feel like they genuinely are
They
like
come,
they genuinely believe that stuff.
yeah, Myron comes off. I mean, if Myron doesn't come off like a misogynist, bro, who does? Like,
Hmm.
and I don't use that word. I think it's a gay ass word. I don't use that gay ass.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I really don't.
Hmm.
For me to say Sneeko's a homophobe, like, I don't really. I never use a gay word like homophobe. But if I were to apply it, I would apply it to someone like Sneeko. I would apply it to somebody like. Hey guys, I hope you're liking this episode so far. Please do me a favor to like, subscribe, and share this video.
But then where do you draw the line between like your own content? Because I feel like you call out gay people all the time, so it's like I mean most people would consider you like a homophobe if anything too, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I actually got gay friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all sorts of friends, bro. I went to therapy. The
I
homie
mean,
was,
Sneeko's friends with Aiden Ross, isn't he? I feel like he also
yeah.
he can say that too.
Yeah, but nah, man.
Mhm.
He's really about that hate, bro. I think so. Not me,
Mm,
man. But like
okay.
if you were to think about it, it's like why are men in 2024 so sensitive? You know, um, I actually had a male employee recently who would
Mhm,
constantly throw a fit over everything, like
mhm,
constantly. And he made a huge scene. And, it disrupted the productivity of the office. So, I
mhm,
called him into my office and one day, and then as soon as I sat him down, he started crying. And I
mhm.
asked, I'm like, why are you crying? And he told me it was because he thought I was going to fire him for being gay. And I told him, I said, I didn't even plan on firing him. I only wanted to, talk. And being gay had nothing to do with it because I didn't even know he was gay. Well, but, since he admitted he was gay, I had to fire him anyways. Uh, so, if he would have just kept his mouth shut, he would have still had a job.
Yeah, he said too much. He said too much, right?
Yeah, now, and that's Alpha King rule number 777. Real men don't cry or complain.
Damn. You cooked with that one.
I had to hit you with a bar, bro. I had to hit you with a bar, bro. That's the
How
youngest
many how many
thing.
no, I felt that. How many alpha king like rules are there? Like is there like an upper limit or does this just go on and like
Nah, this is like infinity, bro. There's Infinity Alpha
Infinity,
Campus.
yeah.
They just come out, bro. They just come out. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm still looking forward. I'm looking forward to the book. I saw that you're making like an Alpha King book. I feel like that's like a banger idea for sure.
Yo, man, I'd love to just put you on the spot and ask you
Mhm.
for a review of it when I'm just about to print, send you one so we could get like a
Yeah,
recommendation from you, bro.
dude, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Like I fucking love that. I can give like I'll give an honest reaction. Like I wouldn't gas it, or I'll say like it is for sure. But I know it's gonna be fire. So
You know, the crazy thing is like when people meet, like people see you, you know, they see you make these like funny ass jokes and stuff and go viral. But then, like person, you know, you come off like your jokes are cold as fuck. But then when someone meets you, bro, you're like the nicest kid in
mhm.
person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. People always tell me I'm much different in real life compared to like my TikTok personality. Like they're always surprised. But I feel like it's because it's like I do kind of play a bit of a character online, and at the end of the day, it's like I'm a comedian, and so it's like I'm telling jokes. It's not necessarily like even if I tell a story, like people sometimes think like comedians when they tell stories, like they aren't like all 100% true. Like you got to make it a bit funnier than what actually happens. So it's like you got to have a bit of like that, like I have like an evil side to me that I can tap into when I have to when it comes to humor. So
So,
yeah.
hey, so let's look at this one. So there's a lot of questions about, you know, who's controlling America these days. So Tristan Tate
Mhm.
did a clip. I'd love to see what you think about it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's look at it.
Racists or Nazis or white supremacists who say, Tristan, you're scared to tackle the Jewish question. Am I scared to address the Jewish question? I know what you want me to say. I know what conspiracies you want me to peddle. Arguing that maybe disproportional numbers of people in certain positions in Hollywood or banking or whatever are Jewish doesn't seem like something worth moaning about. Because to me, it's like moaning about the fact that most coal miners are men. There are discrepancies in race, religion, gender, in almost every profession in the world. Now, the Jewish question is something along the lines of, well, they secretly control the world and they're keeping all of us down and blah, 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 blah. Here's why you could take your Jewish question, shine it up real nice, and stick it up your little racist butthole. Because I don't actually give a fuck. If there were a secret cabal of Jewish people controlling the world, I don't care. And I'm going to tell you why I don't care and why you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care because I, Tristan Tate, was born as a mixed race man in the projects on a council estate in England. I lived in a homeless shelter for years, and I am now in the top 1% of the top 1% in terms of income bracket. Who cares? Stop caring. If you become a multi-billionaire and somehow Jews are messing with you, by all means, go on your stupid little crusade. But when you're living in your mother's basement and you're poor and you're broke and you have no money and no one cares who you are and no one cares what you say, why are you obsessing over the fact that some Jewish people hold positions of power in the world? Get over it and move on. I am not afraid to tackle the Jewish question. Move up in the world. Whether Jews control the world or blacks control the world or whites control the world or Mexicans or Chinese people control the world, the rules of the game are set. Until you are a billionaire, do not ask me about the Jewish question. Billionaires only. That's my new rule. And that is the only answer on the Jewish question I'm ever going to give because I don't give a shit. I'm rich. I have everything I want. Did the Jews stand in my way? No. I get...
What do you think about that?
I mean, I think he's spitting. I definitely agree. Like at the end of the day, it's like you could look at anything. Like Jews could be overrepresented in Hollywood. Black people are overrepresented in the NBA, and like white people are overrepresented in mayonnaise sales. But it's like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? It's like you can't control that. Like you just got to get your money up. At the end of the day, it's like I feel like you have bigger. You should. My philosophy is that you should focus your attention on things you can control, and like clearly you can't control some like imaginary like entity or group. Like you could just control your decisions that you make right now, like the work you put in. So that's what you should focus on. Because yeah, at the end of the day, he's right. Like people that talk the most about Jews on the internet are just sitting at their mom's basement at home on their computers all day. So it's like, is it the Jews keeping you down, or is it you just having no life at all?
I agree, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I spoke to Tristan earlier today, right before the show. And he just called them, nerds, and that's I think it's a nerd mindset. Like don't ever. There's plenty of billionaires. Most billionaires around the world aren't Jewish, and that's just the fact. Like if you look at at least if you look at the 500 biggest billionaires in the world, most aren't Jewish. Like there are plenty of Africans, Asians, Chinese, Indians, British, German, Brazilian, Arab billionaires, Russian billionaires. Anybody can become successful, bro. Like there's so much money in this world. Like there's so much money in this world. Like there's so many opportunities in your imagination. And I'm a Jewish guy, so obviously I'm biased.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's so many opportunities in this world, that like I'll tell you my secret: persistence and creativity. Like just use your imagination. Use your imagination and create opportunities. And there's a ton of opportunities to create in the market
Absolutely.
world to add value, add a service, and you make a lot more money than me. Let's say like you can make a lot. The richest person in the world is not Jewish. He didn't make an excuse. What if he would have said the same thing?
Who is that?
I think it was Elon Musk or the dude from.
Or no, I think he just got passed by Mark Zuckerberg. So you might have to cut that out.
Well, from a guy who's only made some millions in business, I'll tell you, in order to be successful, it's important to understand what drives you. That's what'll keep you going. People
definitely. I think everyone wants like an excuse or a scapegoat, like for why they're stuck in life. Like people want to blame anything. Women can blame men. Men can blame women, like my mom, my dad. But it's like, no, like people with the worst upbringings, with the worst options, people that grew up in Africa, they like in like dirt poor. They all like people from like any background can have made it. So it's really just about like the decisions you make and the work you put in. Like the I feel like that's the most important.
I mean, people are driven by many different things, bro. Like with money, status, women, and even fear of failure. Mine is blowjobs. I love them, and I can't get enough. And in order to receive blowjobs on a daily basis, it helps to have money. So
do you pay for them?
So I work hard. I work hard because I can't live life without blowjobs.
No, I mean I feel that.
That's actually.
But what are you?
That's absolutely rule
okay.
Number 2929. Excuse me. When you can understand your motivation, it makes it easier to keep fighting when the going gets tough. Andrew.
Damn, inspirational. It's inspiring.
It's some inspirational music in this. Inspire the young G's and the Bucks.
I can use a blowjob right now.
Yo, man. So let me ask you, bro. So like, what's the next project you got going on? What are you working on right now? What's next for you?
So right now, my main focus is kind of pivoting into YouTube. So I'm making vlogs. I'm doing like IRL, like podcasts, like even stuff like this. Like, this is something that could probably maybe post some clips on YouTube. I'm making, I'm doing pranks, just in-person stuff. Like I'm really trying to, a lot of my content that I blew up off of was kind of just, it was just jokes I wrote down. Like I never talked. I never really got to show off like my comedic side, like personally, like my timing, my acting, like all like I didn't really get to fully show off everything like I have to offer. So I'm really just like, I think that's what YouTube is really giving me that opportunity to do, is just really evolve my comedy and like my content and just connect with my viewers a lot better. So that's what I'm doing. I also want to make longer videos. Most of my videos used to be like 7 to 10 seconds long. Now like I just made a 30-minute long video and like people love that too. So it's like it's a huge jump to go from TikTok to YouTube. So it's taking a lot of time, but I'm easing it. I'm getting into it now.
Post some content here too, man, on Rumble. It's
on Rumble too. Yeah, I should do that. I think I will. I've learned to like diversify platforms since the whole TikTok thing.
But listen, bro. So where can everybody find you? Where can everyone find you?
I'm pretty much at Young Vec on everything. I think on TikTok right now, I'm at not Young Vec because I'm kind of just incognito on there, but I still post stuff on there. But otherwise, at YUNGVEC everywhere. Instagram, Twitter. Twitter, I speak my mind. Instagram, I post my content. YouTube, I post my content. That's pretty much it.
All right, yo. Well, thank you for joining, man.
For today.
Hope to have you on the show again.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. This was dope.
All right, man. Later.
Later.
Hey guys, I hope you're liking this episode so far. Please do me a favor to like, subscribe, and share this video.